Ukraine's security service, SBU, announced that it had struck a Soviet-era Tu-95 strategic bomber during a long-range drone attack on Engels Air Base in Russia's Saratov region, approximately 800 kilometers, 497 miles, from Ukrainian territory. According to the SBU, the aircraft had previously been used to launch cruise missile strikes against Ukraine. Preliminary assessments indicate that the bomber sustained catastrophic damage, with its tail section reportedly severed as a result of the strike. The SBU said, each eliminated strategic bomber means dozens of unlaunched missiles on Ukrainian cities, saved Ukrainian lives, and tens of millions of dollars in irretrievable losses for the enemy. It added, Russian strategic aviation can no longer feel safe even at its most remote military airfields. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky stated, "We are defending ourselves justly and proactively. We are increasing the price Russia pays for its aggression against our country and our people." Zelensky shared footage posted on social media that reportedly shows the strike on the Engels base. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why loss of Tu-95 bomber to Ukrainian drone is disaster for Russian military. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted and fastest VPN brand that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte. NordVPN provides a 256-bit encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy and also enables you to access contents that are blocked based on geolocation. Its threat protection system helps you avoid phishing, scams, and malware. NordVPN application is available for all the major platforms as well as browsers. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive saving by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The Tupolev Tu-95, known by its NATO reporting name Bear, is a long-range four-engine turboprop strategic bomber and cruise missile carrier developed by the Soviet Union's Tupolev Design Bureau. Designed to provide the Soviet Union with an intercontinental nuclear strike capability, the aircraft first flew in 1952 and entered operational service in 1956. Despite its Cold War origins, the Tu-95 remains a key component of Russia's strategic aviation fleet and is expected to remain in service with the Russian aerospace forces until at least 2040. The aircraft is powered by four Kuznetsov NK-12 turboprop engines, the most powerful turboprop engines ever placed into serial production. This propulsion system enables the Tu-95 to reach a maximum speed of approximately 830 kilometers per hour, 516 miles per hour, while maintaining an operational range of around 15,000 kilometers, 9,320 miles. The bomber has a maximum weapons payload of approximately 15,000 kilograms, 33,000 pounds, allowing it to carry a wide range of conventional and nuclear munitions. Over the decades, the Tu-95 has undergone several modernization programs, which incorporates upgraded avionics, navigation systems, sensors, communications equipment, and enhanced weapons integration. This significantly expanded the bomber's strike capability by enabling it to carry the KH-101, conventional, and KH-102 nuclear-armed stealth cruise missiles. The upgrade included the installation of four external underwing pylons, capable of carrying up to 8 KH-101 or 102 missiles, along with modifications to the internal weapons bay. While the military balance has historically estimated that Russia possesses approximately 60 Tu-95 bombers, the number of aircraft that are fully mission-capable is believed to be considerably lower. Open-source defense analysts generally assess that only around 24 Tu-95 aircraft are operational at any given time, with the remainder undergoing maintenance, serving in training roles, or held in reserve storage. Engels Air Base, located in Russia's Saratov region, northeast of the Ukrainian border, serves as one of the country's principal strategic aviation bases. It is home to Tu-95 and Tu-160 strategic bombers that have been extensively employed to launch long-range cruise missile strikes against Ukraine. Beyond their conventional strike role, these aircraft also constitute the airborne leg of Russia's nuclear triad, as they are capable of delivering nuclear-armed cruise missiles. According to local residents, multiple low-flying drones were observed approaching the Engels Air Base shortly before a series of powerful explosions were heard. Videos circulating on Russian social media were geolocated to the airfield, where a large fire was visible following the attack. According to available reports, Ukraine employed a combination of long-range one-way attack drones, primarily the Lyuty, also referred to as Fury, and modified Tu-141 Strij drones to strike Engels Air Base. The Lyuty is Ukraine's principal domestically developed long-range loitering munition. It features a twin-boom airframe with a rear-mounted pusher propeller, a configuration that provides high aerodynamic efficiency while accommodating a relatively large warhead estimated at approximately 50 kilograms, 110 pounds. Developed by Antonov and associated Ukrainian aerospace firms, the drone is roughly comparable in size to a light single-engine trainer aircraft and is estimated to cost between $40,000 and $200,000, depending on its configuration. Rather than being remotely piloted throughout the mission, the Lyuty relies on GPS-aided inertial navigation with pre-programmed waypoints. Although this guidance method generally provides lower terminal accuracy than operator-controlled systems, it offers significant advantages in contested electromagnetic environments. Because the drone does not require a continuous data link with an operator, it is inherently more resistant to electronic jamming and can conduct autonomous, terrain-following flights at very low altitudes to reduce the likelihood of detection. Ukraine has repurposed the Tupolev Tu-141 Strij, a Soviet-era high-speed reconnaissance drone originally introduced in the late 1970s for service with the Soviet Army. The Tu-141 was designed to carry a variety of reconnaissance payloads, including optical film cameras, electro-optical sensors, infrared imaging systems, and side-looking radar. The drone features a distinctive aerodynamic configuration consisting of a rear-mounted delta wing, forward canards, and a KR-17A turbojet engine mounted above the aft fuselage. It is launched from a mobile trailer using a solid propellant rocket booster and is recovered by deploying a tail-mounted parachute. Since the outbreak of the war, Ukraine has reportedly modified a number of these legacy reconnaissance drones for use as long-range strike platforms against high-value targets deep inside Russian territory. Since Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, Tu-95 and Tu-160 bombers have been used to pummel Ukraine. So, the Russian strategic bomber fleet has become a high-priority target for Ukraine. Kyiv has increasingly employed long-range drone strikes against military installations, including air bases, logistics hubs, and energy infrastructure deep inside Russian territory. These operations are intended to degrade Russia's military capabilities, disrupt its war-supporting infrastructure, and impose costs far beyond the front lines. The last newly manufactured Tu-95 bomber was completed in the early 1990s, and production of the type has long since ceased. Consequently, any combat losses cannot be readily replaced. Likewise, the Tu-160 bombers that Russia has introduced in recent years are not entirely new aircraft, but extensively modernized airframes built from Soviet-era structures that were left unfinished or placed in storage following the collapse of the Soviet Union. According to current assessments, the comprehensive modernization of a single Tu-160 requires at least 4 years, underscoring the lengthy and resource-intensive process involved in regenerating Russia's strategic bomber fleet. So, every bomber crippled has serious implications for Russia's campaign against Ukraine. The situation has become so dire that reports indicate that Russia is developing a ground-launched variant of the Kh-101 long-range cruise missile, which is currently deployed exclusively from Tu-95 and Tu-160 strategic bombers. The fact that relatively cheap drones can be used to destroy high-value assets from long ranges is a reality all serious militaries should take note of. The economics is such that even if a large number of these drones get shot, and only 1 or 2 gets through to hit the target, it is still a win.